is run with you all day. Yo, all I wanna do is run with you, be cool. From the time I was 9, I knew I was 60-inch TV, so just see the beam, that be cool. And raised me up from C. Bruce Lee like Chuck and Mikey, but I strictly reside in the 303. That's 1 for my city, 2 for my bros, 3 for the ladies, none for these hoes. Right, mine cause I'm lefty, everybody knows I'm supernatural, bro. From the people to follow you, carry on my wayward dude, whether things are good or bad, either one they never had. Jolly time, no waste for you, I am the one-way wayward dude, whether things are good or bad, you will never fit up. Wrote one line one time like the 80s, 23 now like my man MJ, so damn self-centered is my world today. Hey, I'm talking about my generation, sick shit kids, no reservation. I'm just trying to stay cool and say deuce to damnation. So no patience, at least I got a job, got degreed up, but that shit was for my mom. It goes on, no King Kong, it's just dumb. Twisty Wonder flow on, I'm like chump, but you didn't get the reference, and so I get neglected. What's up with that shit? And I'm just being me. Quote what I see, say what I think. That's really all it is. Small town kid trying to make it big. What's new? Yo, better get your ticket. I'm wicked. Coming to your city real soon. Man, I might bring the whole damn crew. Man, I might bring the whole sand dunes. I don't really mind if you wanna run. Just bring a nickel, man. Resolute for that issue, man. Split vibes and I'm back again. I pray to God that he bless my friends. I pray to God. So if you hate me, then leave. At you, bless you out like sneaks. No time for these fake MCs. I'm like Prime, me on Dion Sandy. Don't shoot for handies. Rather get a Grammy and go all the way. Hey, Denver where we stay. Rhino, hold it down. C.O. Coffee now. C.O. Coffee Coffee. From the people to follow you, carry on my wayward dude, whether things are good or bad, either one they never had. Jolly time, no waste for you, I am the one-way wayward dude, whether things are good or bad, you will never stand up. Boy, you will never stand up. You will never stand a chance. Boy, you will never stand up. Waking up at 7 a.m. I don't know where I am. A cup of joe to make me go. Late again, will this end? But you don't understand what it means to be a friend. Coming home at 5 p.m. A parking lot, a traffic jam. Need a drink to help me sleep. My guitar gently weeps. But you don't understand what it means to be a friend. Waking up 7 a.m. and I don't know where I am. And I cover Joe to make me go. Late again, will this end? But you don't understand what it means to be a friend. Cancel all of the plans. This is what you call being a friend.
digging me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
I'm loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. Pretty girl I love, she stole it from my friend. He got lucky, stole it back again. I'm loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Yeah, I'm digging me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
I'm gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. Let it roll. Baby went out, she didn't stay long. Bought herself a Mercury, came cruising home. I'm digging me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Yeah, I'm loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. Mama, you're looking so fine. You're riding around in your Mercury 49. Loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
I'm on me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. Money, I tell you what I do. I go downtown and buy a Mercury too. I'm loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Yeah, I'm digging me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Gonna find me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. If I had money, I'd tell you what I do. Go downtown and buy a Mercury too. I'm digging me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
I'm loving me a Mercury.
Crazy about a Mercury.
Gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road. Gonna buy me a Mercury, cruising up and down the road.
If I die before I wake, build a ladder, burn the gate. Bring me back to finish things, bring me back to finish, please. A to G to C to E, every song just sounds the same to me. If I die before this breaks, splash paint on my legacy. Oh, won't you please? A northern boy with southern twang, that's how they'll remember me. Well, get a new perspective. Arguing about the games and shows that you love. Maybe learn something. This is the last podcast you'll ever need to hear. This is What's the best use for those headphones in your ears? Twist my arm. Twist my arm. Twist my arm. Twist my arm podcast.
Want to be a part of the show? Email us your thoughts and opinions at twistmyarmpodcast@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook to access our listener polls, and follow at twistmyarmcast on Twitter. Listen for free on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher. And now, here's the host of the Twist My Arm podcast.
That's me. I'm the host. Welcome to the Twist My Arm podcast. We are back from a bit of a summer break. Took a couple weeks off because that's just what happens sometimes. You just got to do it, you know? Just got to take a break sometimes.
Yep.
It happens. Yeah. Anyway, we're live on YouTube. Hello out there. If you want to hang out, you can call us at 508-93-TWIST. Otherwise, if you have any other inquiries, you can send us an email at twistmyarmpodcast@gmail.com, and you can like us on pretty much all social media outlets and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Today, I'm joined by my good friend and co-host Evan.
What's up?
Say hello.
What's up?
Yeah, talking to the mic.
What's up?
There we go. Yeah.
Yo.
And we're also here we're joined by our special guest. His name is Disney.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going today, guys?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah. Doing all right. Enjoying summer.
You sound good, Evan.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta be good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess
Not exceptional, but
Writing that
Good.
down for song lyrics.
Disney, how have you been? It's been a while since you've been on the show.
Been all right. Been poor, unemployed.
Poor,
But it is summer, so that's kind of cool. I can just run around in my underwear in my yard all day.
Yeah,
awesome.
you started the garden, right? Didn't you?
That's
No,
newsworthy.
seriously. No, but really though.
Yeah, I'm super
How-
into gardening when I do it. I don't know why.
Like, I remember when we lived together on First and Broadway, which is a pretty busy area, not very big yard,
No.
but we tried to start a garden
Twice.
twice. That's
Yeah.
right. The one time I caught a bunch of homeless people in our backyard eating zucchini
Yeah.
peppers.
They do that. It's hard to keep homeless out of your garden in that neighborhood.
what kind of fucking pesticide does it have to take? That's what Josh is saying. Damn you!
Just
What are you doing?
just have somebody there giving away jobs and they'll get the fuck out.
Alright.
That was terrible. That was supposed to be a joke.
Well, that and then there's
Says the unemployed guy.
How's it going though? What kind of plants you got going? You got some good weed plants in there? or
No,
what?
see, when I had the stuff started on my windowsill, I started from seeds like a couple months ago.
Okay.
Every friend of roommates that came over, they'd be like, "What is all this?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is lettuce. This is spinach. This is whatever, tomatoes." And they're like, "Why are you going vegetables instead of weed?" Like everybody said the same thing. I'm like, "I don't even smoke weed, man. Like I eat
That's
vegetables.
funny. I eat food. I
Why
don't
is
like
it-
to get high.
Why is it weird to grow food and not instead of weed? I don't
'Cause
get
you live in
why that's weird.
Colorado.
I guess."
But it's going all right. It's things are. Have you had any good sprouts yet?
I mean, it's like half dead, but the half that's alive, is doing fine so far.
Gardening with Disney.
We'll see.
Oh, that's funny.
some,
Well,
some of you are gonna make it. Some of you won't take it.
It's like anything.
well, at least you have something going on this summer. That's cool. You have some food at the end of the year. Summer, maybe
Stock
some
up for
peppers.
the winter.
Right?
Winter is
Right.
coming.
So we're back again. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a show. I think the last show we did was the E3 show, where we talked about the E3 convention, a bunch of video games, a bunch of cool shit dropped.
That was a good one.
So we have a lot of stuff to kind of catch up on, which means it's going to be a little bit of a different episode this time around.
I hope it's gonna be good.
I mean, aren't they always good?
Man can
Yes.
dream. High hopes.
Yes, that is correct.
So I just want to, I guess we'll just jump into some news. We got, I don't know. I guess there's been a lot of news over the last month, but I only picked a few of the ones that I think are noteworthy. And the first one that I want to start with is it is rumored that a collection is coming out in 2020, I think, late 2020, early 2021. It's going to be a Skywalker Saga box set.
Yep.
Met with no applause, nothing,
I mean,
nothing
well,
cool.
Doesn't that make sense? I mean, do you
No,
not
it totally
expect
makes sense,
that?
and that's honestly what I wanted. I don't have. I have episode 2 and 3 on DVD, and that's it. And I have episode 7 and 8 on Blu-ray. This one's like, but I didn't want to buy a collection of, because you always see them at like
Best
Target
Buy.
and Walmart, where it's like episode 1, 2, and 3, or episode 4, 5, and 6.
This is how they get you, bro. It's like the Beatles or Garth Brooks. They always say, "Oh, you already have this. You bought this your whole entire fucking life." And then they're like, "Oh, well, Star Wars is coming out in 4K, bro.
Yeah, you want and you want the matching set.
Do you want the whole box set? You're gonna pay me an extra $150, even though I've owned this shit like 5 times."
So
That's how it is, dude.
And
Tell
you're
me-
right. You're
tell me
absolutely
it's
right.
not. It's
I
like,
have owned the trilogy a
How-
couple times, both trilogies.
How
a
do you
couple
expect
times. But
that Garth Brooks is the number 2 selling artist of all time, and he's fucking great. That's like same with the Beatles. They always come out, they're like, "Oh shit, from the Beatles like vault." When close again, they're like, "From the Beatles vault, we're re-releasing Sgt. Pepper's outtakes."
With the remastered intro.
oh my god,
Is it not
But-
true? Come on, man.
it is totally true, and
It's
I
like,
totally
this
get
is
it. It's,
how it is with every.
it's a money grab, and yes, that makes sense. God, I dropped my phone.
Dude, that was the best $4 billion anybody could ever spend.
But
was on Lucasfilm.
but here's the thing:
right?
is you're gonna have
Crazy.
You're
Made the money back in
absolutely-
1 week.
You're absolutely right with the toy sales and
Everything,
all the
dude.
DVD sales,
And
all
they
the
can just
rights
always
and
just
stuff. You're absolutely
spin
right.
off and make like whatever shit that
Sure.
they want. Hell, they made a Han Solo movie, you know.
So my next question, because I'm definitely gonna buy this series, episode 1 through 9, in a box set.
Oh yeah,
Like it's gonna happen.
it happens every single
Are
time. they
you
do something.
guys like
Yes.
interested in this?
I unfortunately am one of those people. It's like with the Beatles, like I was just saying. It's like with Thriller. How many times can you have the same album? You're like, well, I have it on cassette tape. I have it on, vinyl. I have it on CD.
I have it on Spotify.
Fucking have it on 8-track and every fucking thing.
So you're gonna buy it then?
yeah,
Disney, are you gonna buy this?
Oh, most definitely not. I haven't even. I've never even.
definitely not.
I don't need like
don't-
material versions. You know what?
You don't
I haven't
like
owned.
having
I've never owned a Star Wars movie on DVD
really.
at all. I've
Really?
seen them all a billion times too. They're not hard to watch on somewhere. You know.
Sure.
I
TNT
still
every
own a
6 months.
VHS. The prequels.
So, like,
no.
the trilogy, like
Both the
three-
first two
box
trilogies
set?
in
Yeah.
box sets and VHS. But that
now
was
if we
never
go
about anything since.
if we go over there, are they going to be rewound?
Oh my god, that's all Evan's worried.
I hate you.
No, it's just the one thing that always came up when you return it to Blockbuster. You're like, oh shit, I forgot to rewind the fucking.
What's a
tape."
blockbuster?
It's a primitive building that the young
The
people.
Blue Cave.
That if you
Yeah.
brush it away, the tree
don't-
branches
I don't remember
in the wilds.
Blockbuster. Anyway,
Hollywood
I'm totally gonna buy this. It's weird to me that you wouldn't buy the whole box set.
But why is that weird? Because like I haven't bought a box
But
set
it's the
yet.
box set.
and
It's
I would-
1 through 9.
I know, but you know what? If I was gonna own on DVD or Blu-ray, I'd be happy
Laserdisc.
buying the like everybody that comes and buys the new 9. Maybe they'll get rid of their old ones, and they'll be like, I would mind like 3 different trilogies is fine with me. They don't have to match. They are 3 different things. They're very different. You know they are.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I still want the
the
trilogy
original
boxes. I'd like the trilogy boxes, but they don't all have to be the same set.
Okay.
You know, I could buy a Blu-ray prequels trilogy and then a original trilogy and then a new trilogy.
I'm just hoping
As long
that.
as they're the same similar size on the bookshelf.
Well, I'm just hoping that they
Packaging.
just cut out Hayden Christensen altogether, and that'll be the special edition that I will go and pre-order and everything. I'll be like,
You know that Hayden
"Yes."
Christensen is going to be in episode 9, right?
Gosh, why, dude? So he
You
can
know it's
ruin
gonna
that
happen.
one. He'll be like, she was alive. I felt it. No, I hate you. I can just go through the highlight route.
Do you
Ah,
hate?
rounds.
Are you mimicking Anakin, or are you talking about how much you actually hate
No,
Star Wars
both.
right now?
Both.
So I guess I don't know. It is a money grab, and it's that thing where it's like, shit, Disney's just gonna take my money. Not this Disney,
No.
but like the company Disney.
Nah, I've seen it before.
They're just gonna
It's not
take
my
my
fault.
money.
I saw some bullying and shit. He's just looking at me.
I think it's cool that they have it. Like I said,
Like,
I'm
give
just
me
the
a
wrong.
lunchbox.
I'm the wrong guy, but I think it's not surprising at all, and I think it'll be cool.
Well,
It's a
how
cool
does
set to have.
I mean, they're gonna have all the different special features and all the different deleted scenes and stuff like that. So
and then the 5 extra minutes of R2 just spinning around. They're like, but wait, this is his last moments.
Can,
In the,
can we not talk about R2?
why not? What's up with R2?
I'm just so upset so far.
Because he hasn't had a lot of screen time.
He's had no screen time hardly at all in this
Yeah.
trilogy, and he's the best. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
We'll get into that again. I'm always worrying about that.
So I want to continue with the Star Wars news because we haven't talked about Star Wars in a minute. As we all know, the new title of Episode 9 is The Rise of Skywalker. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Right on that, right? Correct. Okay, cool. So there was a article. Let me
Well,
find it really quick.
Good note band.
So they're in Japan. They're the translation, like they have the new title for the Japanese Star Wars or whatever, but the translation for this one is Dawn of Skywalker.
Okay.
What say you, Disney?
Well, I mean, I see that translation happening. I mean, rise and
What do
then
you-
dawn is a sunrise. I mean,
sure.
there's a lot of weird translations from English to Japanese, so it doesn't seem in least bit
I think it's
weird or
surprising.
surprising to
Sure,
me.
sure.
It seems like it makes sense to me.
I think everybody's just gonna die in this next one.
What? God damn.
And then it's gonna be where Peter Dinklage wakes up from a nap.
Oh my
and
God.
That's
You're
gonna be
getting
the whole
way
story.
off.
What is
You're
even
getting way
happening right now?
You're getting way off. Way off.
They're just gonna be like, yeah, Game of Thrones is over for him, so
But
we
do
just
you
gave him a
think-
part.
Do you think it's gonna be like because
It's a launching point to a whole new trilogy. Come on, bro.
but what I've read, no, it's not gonna be. But what I've read is that
You're crazy.
the actual like translation. Here we go. I got it right here from
Santiago, which in German means
it comes from Wired.com, and they say that what could Dawn. So they say that the Japanese version is Dawn of Skywalker, right? Which is very true. You're right. The Rise of Skywalker, Dawn of Skywalker is
Yeah.
basically the same thing. So now they're talking about like what could Dawn of Skywalker possibly mean, and
everyone dies.
gosh, I should have prepared a little bit more. But to basically sum up this whole paragraph here, there it's basically like something new. You know, obviously the rise of Skywalker could mean like Skywalker comes to save the day. He rises up from the grave and comes to save the day. Now, the translation, the international translations, supposedly from what people have talked about, is Dawn of Skywalker is dawn of something new. Instead of something rising up, it's more something new. Like a new day, the rise, the sunrise, whatever it is. So
Let's see.
what are your thoughts on them just completely changing Jedi to Skywalker? Because that's basically what they're saying, is that it's going to be the dawn of Skywalker, which in a lot of ways Skywalker is going to be the new name for Jedi.
I can see that. I'll take this one. No, I've seen. I mean, probably weird. You know how I don't get into theories and too deep into stuff, but
I know.
but I've seen a lot of probably non-canon stuff, but like about how the Skywalker origin, how it was once like a name for when people start getting recognized with having the Force,
right.
and
You're
Skywalker
a
was a name
Skywalker.
created from that. Yeah, you're Skywalker. So it's like that's weird. So that would mean this kind of rebirth, like can be Rey as its rebirth, kind of like how Anakin was just formed from the midi-chlorians. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It's like who was Anakin? Like nobody. You know, it was like this beginning. Well, maybe she's the next beginning.
right.
And like we just said, jokingly, you know, it's not the beginning of a new trilogy. It's just it'll
Yeah.
end at a new beginning. You know what I mean?
Well, they're
I don't
just
know.
like
That's my.
introduce a new trilogy. This is whole thing. We're gonna milk it for all it's worth.
No, and I
Ryan Johnson's gonna direct 7 movies.
oh my god.
And then M. Night Shyamalan.
I agree with Disney on the fact that Rey was probably what's the word? Conceived by midichlorians. That would be the only way that they would bring midichlorians back around into the universe, is that the midichlorians are there to bring balance to the Force. And that's what they did with Anakin, is that they made the midichlorians made a powerful Jedi to bring balance. So they did the same thing with Rey. And Rey, instead of becoming a Jedi, she's going to take over the Skywalker mantle and become a Skywalker. So
round 2.
Exactly. She's not
round 50.
She's
for all we
not
know.
like an
Pre-Jesus.
She's not like an immediate daughter or family member of Luke Skywalker, but she's
Right.
taking over the Skywalker mantle and training people to be Skywalkers.
Right.
I
You're
don't
right.
know.
You're correct. That's
I don't
right.
know. I
exactly
like
it.
it. I think it's cool. I'm super stoked to see episode 9 and what JJ does with it.
I
But,
hope he recovers it from the steaming dumpster fire.
God,
That was the previous film.
Evan really doesn't like
That's like
Ryan Johnson.
the whole thing about it was that's the first Star Wars movie that I wasn't immediately like, man, I want to go see that again in the theaters. It was like, man, that was painful. Another friend wants to go see it too. It's like,
So you're just more
for
upset that you had to see it
sure.
twice. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just upset that it took everything that was good and then just like totally took a crap.
Speaking of taking a.
Is he pooping?
Did your dog just poop on my floor? Is he pooping on the camera?
No, there's a big pile of poop over there though.
I don't even know he was in
I like how
there.
you said pile of crap right when I saw that. That was really weird.
Here's a good-
I wish I could have shared that. vision.
Oh, little boy, Billy boy.
I guess I
What do
could've
you?
I guess that could have
I
waited.
hope that you find what you're looking for. Here's a nice pile of
I
shit.
was wondering why it still smelled like poop in here.
You know,
I didn't
this
like
could have
that.
probably waited
Oh, it's cool. I'd much rather
mid broadcast. Hey, there's
Uh,
poop over there.
I'm not.
Hey, there's
Evan, you
hey,
should,
there's
you should
episode
grab
8 over
the-
there.
You should grab the whiskey too.
How is he not even in here?
well, it's
he
probably
just-
earlier.
It was very ninja-like when he came in
Oh.
earlier. He was like, "I gotta poop right now," and so he just did it. But,
Nice segue
God
from
damn.
episode 8.
God, I know, right? Just episode 8 into a big pile of poop.
I didn't hate episode 8.
Me,
I
either.
mean, I did.
I
It
mean-
wasn't my favorite, but
right,
I've still seen it like 20 times.
right.
I
own
enjoy
I
it.
still watch it every once in a while.
It's-
What?
Episode 8.
Oh, dude, terrible.
Oh, Evan's so upset about it.
Movie I've ever seen in my life.
You're just a conformist, is what it is.
No, I just hate shitty movies.
You're
I'm sorry.
the one holding the pile of shit right now. So let's move on.
That's a crazy metaphor if I've ever seen one right there.
I know, right? Let's move on a little bit to our next bit of news. I thought this was really cool. We don't have to spend too much time on it because it's political, and I don't like to talk a lot of politics.
Don't get me
I mean,
started. Don't get me started. No,
it's not like political, but it's I don't know. It's actually really cool. But it is on the political aspect or spectrum, whatever you want to say. So this comes from netnebraska.org. You'll appreciate this for sure.
Net Nebraska.
Net Nebraska. It's just a Nebraska webzine, basically
Okay.
web magazine.
You're a web
But-
magazine.
They're basically the headline of the article is tattoo artists are learning to identify human trafficking. And so what's going on, just to sum up this article, what the writer is saying is, ooh, sorry about that. So what happens is you have human traffickers, you have the people that are like, taking women and fucking selling them off and doing the human trafficking, slave shit. And what they'll do is they'll go get them branded. They'll take them to a tattoo parlor and they'll get them tattooed with some sort of symbol or whatever it is.
Seriously? I didn't know that.
And so there's tattoo artists, and this is in Omaha, because
Uh-huh.
apparently Omaha is some sort of like hub for human trafficking.
Wow, I never knew this.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No,
I
I'm laughing.
know, right?
I'm laughing about it. I'm just.
But-
surprised by it.
Tattoo artists are noticing these different tattoos that are coming by, and they're spotting them, and they're like banding together to kind of bust up these human trafficking rings.
Damn
It's
it.
kind of cool.
Crazy. Yeah,
Damn
it
it,
was super
Josh.
cool.
I was about to take you to a tattoo parlor, be like, dude, I got a tattoo on me.
I need,
I got you.
I need you to tattoo
Need you-
EK.
Need you to tattoo the brand. Be like,
That's some scary shit, though.
no, that's
pretty weird.
crazy.
I mean,
It's not out of the ordinary because it's like this is like one of the main hubs. This Phoenix, Albuquerque.
It's like Big Trouble in Little China
it's like-
shit.
but I mean, those are some real life fucking heroes. I have, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk hanging up. I have Star Wars things hanging
Shit,
up.
you have
Like
a-
those are
you have a
my
hero-
fantasy heroes. But
Well, you
like,
have a hero sitting to the right of you.
Tattoo.
that's
man.
adorable. But
Hero
these
of
people
every-
that are seriously like helping with this problem, I have to commend that a lot.
That's awesome.
And I hope that more people band together to do this. I know it's a risky thing to do, especially with those kind of
Well, they're not very joyful.
illicit activities.
Well, they're
but-
not like joyful people where they're like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna stop doing human trafficking."
What
Damn.
I'm saying is like if
You know, they'll be like, "I'll fucking
I would
kill
assume-
you, bro."
I was gonna say I would assume that if some of these people were to get caught, they would just get killed, right? So that's what makes them is the fact that they're doing this to help these poor women and then risking their lives
Yeah.
to do it. Like it's amazing that and I'm not gonna I don't want to go into specifics because obviously I'm doing an internet podcast, so I don't want to like
Sure. Yeah. Like,
give off names or anything because there are definitely names. This news
Yeah.
article is a very local kind of news thing, so I'm not gonna do any of
They're
that shit. But
protecting
like,
the identity
yeah, that,
of.
basically.
I feel like,
But fuck,
unsolved
man, why
mysteries.
can't-
we
why
change
can't
the
people-
names to to protect the innocent?
But why
Like,
can't people
the
do this
whole-
more?
The whole like unsolved mysteries, like America's Most Wanted. We changed the name of the victims, and
This just brings me to my next question is why
Yes.
why can't people do this more? Like why can't we?
because people are scared, bro. That's like when that's like, okay, so Josh, if you see a guy that's pulled
People
over
are scared,
and he
yeah.
has
Yep.
he has what looks like smoke coming out of his car, do you think you're gonna stop and be like, hey there, neighbor, you're gonna go help him fix his whip? No, you're afraid that he's gonna be a fucking serial killer.
no, Josh is going to assume it's weed and go ask if you can share.
That's not true at all. I've like helped some people push their car out of the road a few times. Like
Well, I'm
you know,
saying like
there's not much I can do when it comes to fixing a car, but
no,
I
but if
can
they're just
help you with-
chilled over there and you're just and it's on like a secluded road, you're not gonna be like, oh hey, let me help you out.
I'm saying this. I'm asking this question in like a bigger way, as in I didn't want to get into politics too much, but why can't we all just band together? I'm just gonna end it on this, but why can't we all just band together and get Trump out of office? That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
can't anybody else see that? Shit, man.
Right?
Let's go. I'll get some rocks. and we'll go
Well,
storm
we
the
can't
gates.
even spend like $2.4 million on the national parks. They took that funding for Donald Trump's tanks that he had to have at the 4th of July celebration. But a judge
For-
allowed,
Tanks at a 4th of July
Yeah.
celebration?
yeah, but
What the fuck?
a judge allowed for the little fat baby Trump to be part of that, like can go float right by there.
Is anybody mass producing those yet?
Dude,
'Cause I think they need to be- those need to be for sale.
Union,
I was
bro.
gonna say in
I'm
the UK,
about
they
5
do.
of them.
Oh wow.
Terrible.
I just again I want to just say awesome job to the people that are trying to make a difference with the human trafficking
awesome.
problem.
Yeah,
and
for sure, dude. That shit's
trying
ugly.
to- yeah.
Well, what they do is a little background on it is what they do is they take these people's passports and then they know where they live. So they threaten these people to go murder their whole families
sure.
and they take them to a place where they don't speak the language. So can you imagine that? You
That's actually what they're saying too.
no,
in the-
it's
in the
fucked up
article,
because
and I
you
was-
can't run away because you can't speak the language and then you're fearing that these people are going to murder your family,
right.
not knowing because you're wherever you are in the world.
Mhm.
Totally different from anything you've ever seen, and that's the craziest part is like even if you could get away, unless you're at like in Europe or something where say for example you speak English or like a different like Spanish or something, most of the people are going to know like 2 or 3 languages.
Sure.
Like if you're here, you're fucked unless you speak English, dude. Like,
but you can
or-
find people that speak Spanish. There's definitely a lot
Yeah,
of people
but
in America
still,
that at least
like-
speak a little bit of like broken Spanish.
but you have
Spanglish.
to, but you have to like try to break out of there first, and then run. Have
Yeah.
somebody believe you, and then you don't speak the language. You don't have an ID,
Ugh.
so like even the police don't know who the fuck you are. That'd be
I just
scary.
wish people would quit being so fucked up.
Well, dude, it's a crazy world out there.
I
People
know.
are sociopaths where they feel no empathy or sympathy in the world.
And it's fucked up.
Well,
hate it.
That's it's crazy. It's a fucked up world in there.
It is. Let's move
Well,
on.
thanks
All right,
for
I'm
being-
bummed out now.
Let's move
yeah,
on.
Yeah, who
Evan-
brought the fun bear when where's the fucking honey over here?
Yeah.
Evan, I know you have a
And
a
I chose
fun
not
little-
to drink tonight.
Right. I know you
All
have a fun little
All right,
article to talk about.
To uplift the mood. Jeez. So this is the one that I was reading and I just found it delightful because, well, here's the headline: Man who robbed bank to get away from wife sentenced to home confinement. Ultimate troll by the prosecutor. I love it. I love it because I'm just
Wait. Hang on. We got to break this down. Man that got caught robbing bank to get away from wife. So this dude went and robbed a bank. So he could go to
Dude,
prison.
I want to know how like terrible this lady is to the point where you're just like, fuck, like you're married to her and then I'm just gonna rob a bank.
Was he hoping to go to jail to
He
get
was
away
hoping
from
that
her?
went to go to jail.
Okay.
And then
That
that's
just-
what I guess that's
go
what he
out.
told the authorities and like the prosecutor, and they're like, fuck it. Fuck you. You're going for home confinement
Oh
and
my
house arrest
God.
with this woman. Gosh, dude, how much did she beat him or something? Or how much
That-
does this lady suck at life?
You're absolutely right. That is the ultimate troll by the prosecutor. Like he had to have sat in the room with the lady and was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna spill this Red
To
Bull
choose
all over."
prison over there's divorce and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
it's
right?
definitely a step between prison.
I don't know, man. It's harder to break up with people you think, I guess.
It's not.
No, because I had a few friends, I won't name them on here, but they're like, yeah, I was trying to break up with my girlfriend and she just said no. I was like, what do you mean she said no? Like
Well,
this
all right.
this isn't like an option. We're breaking up. That's like, I can imagine this conversation going like this. Hey, we're breaking up, but no.
No. And then move out. And like
no. What? I was dumbfounded, but I don't know.
That is
Maybe-
that's a very interesting thing
Maybe if it was like
to happen.
but if like the ex is looking over at you and it has like the whole like slit in the throat like you're dead meat. It's like bashing the hand in. It's
you're
like
gonna break up with me?
Oh my
hell
God.
no.
Hell no.
you're not leaving. I
not
I
happening.
starved the pigs.
Better get your ass back in the living room.
It was crazy. No, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, no, you're gonna let me go. I'm gonna chloroform you later.
Let
It's
me
like,
go.
Oh my God. So wow, that's so funny. So this dude, how long does he have home confinement? Like a year, probably.
Yeah, he's got about a year. I just thought that was awesome. It's like, you can imagine you're in court and you're stressed all night, hopefully, and you're there before the judge, and it's like, you know that you're fucked either way, but it's like, yes.
Was it an armed robbery?
It'd be like, Mr. Kaur, can you step up here, sir? Yes, Judge. Yes, Your Honor, or whatever you
Do you
say.
think they would have given him the same thing if he would have like shot somebody?
No.
You think if he like went in there and like fucking both guns blazing, just like
He
shot a
probably
few
went in
people
there
the
with like
leg?
he probably went in there
It
with
would've
a
been like-
fucking squirt gun or some
Should have
shit.
been like, prison is not bad enough for you. Let's keep you with your wife. You shot 3 people. Let's keep you at home with your wife.
So we have to ask, sir, why did you go on this crime spree? Well,
I wanted to go to jail.
I got tired of my life, and if I had to live with my wife one more day,
Is this the same guy?
I was gonna flip the fuck out. It reminds me of that movie with Michael Douglas, Falling Down, but it was just like where he just stops giving a fuck, and then people are like, he's having the worst day ever, and then he's just like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna grab a gun.
Is this the same guy that was caught like on video hanging out the sunroof with his like he put like a brick on the fucking gas and
I don't know.
was on the
Let's,
highway?
let's
You
check
know-
it out.
Did you ever see that
He was
one?
just driving his car from the sunroof.
Yeah, he's like
I
he's
feel like I
steering
have
with his
friends that have
legs,
probably
like-
done that.
Oh my God. but it was something about how he wanted to get away from his wife. He was like screaming up the sunroof, "I hate my wife!" And like,
I think that was a high-speed chase.
oh, okay.
I think we had that on.
You don't think it was a high-speed chase after a bank robbery?
Here, I'm pulling up the article right here.
Okay.
So it's from the New York Post by Fox News, so you know it's accurate.
Oh, totally.
Looks like Nick Nolte.
A Kansas man who robbed a bank last September told police that he was hoping to get caught so that he would get prison time to escape his wife. Was sentenced Tuesday to 6 months of home confinement after pleading guilty.
6 months. That's it.
Lawrence John Ripple took the guilty plea in January. He told the judge Tuesday that he had heart surgery that left him depressed when he committed the bank robbery. Okay.
Oh my god.
His public defender told the court that he had lived a law-abiding life and was in a stable relationship with his wife. He has 4 stepchildren, the report said. So I'm like, oh man. Took the money, $2,924, and went to a lobby where he told a guard he was the guy he was looking for. And then he offered, after arguing with his wife, to try to kill her.
Holy
I
shit.
think so much just happened in that article.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Oh my god. But
Where was
6
that at?
months of home confinement.
Is that in
that's it.
Florida?
Of course it was
No,
Florida.
it was Kansas.
Oh
Yeah,
you
of
said
course it was Kansas.
Weird.
It's fucking weird.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, I mean, poor guy, I guess. Not really. I mean, that's
dude,
kinda
how
what he
much?
deserves.
How mean is your wife? It's like that movie Norbit. It's like, how you doing? You want to see bitch go down a slideshow? You bitch going to say, how you doing?
I only watched like 10 minutes of
I've
that
never
movie. It
seen
was
Norbit.
so
How you
fucking
doing?
bad. It was so bad.
Man, fuck you. That should have won an Oscar, bro.
I got one more news article. Jesus, it's a little bit of local news.
Good.
Did you guys hear about the dinosaur bones that were found?
Yeah, Triceratops, bro.
Right.
Too bad that was my
Dinosaurs.
least favorite dinosaur from Land Before Time.
Oh, how
What?
dare you!
What, Sarah?
Sarah?
She was the worst.
She was a bitch.
She was the
Yeah,
She was a
whiniest
total bitch.
little asshole. I like
She would've
Petrie. Petrie was the shit.
Yeah.
Or Ducky.
Yep.
Yep.
Petrie and Ducky, bro.
Yeah,
That's where it was
Sarah
at.
was still
High five on that.
though. I
Peachy and Ducky.
Sarah,
Sarah.
how did they
Um,
make 17 of those when those fuckers were
17.
dying from asteroids and
I only saw the first
God
two.
only knows how many.
You know how many Land Before Times there are?
Dude,
There's
there's like 24 of them.
Yeah. Land Before Time 75.
I thought these motherfuckers were
it's
dying.
like now that's what I call music.
They're like musicals. Yeah, but like there's also like 20 Air Buds. Did you know that?
Yeah, what?
I didn't
And
know
they're all-
that.
they're all different sports. Like Airbud plays lacrosse.
Are there any where they smoke weed?
God. They're just like, well, gotta appeal to
Airbud.
these children and try to slam it down their throat as quick as possible. They're like Airbud 1 through 12, 1994 to 1995.
Oh my god.
All made
So-
in
These Triceratops bones were found at a dig. I think they're trying to make some apartments or
Highlands
hotels or
Ranch.
something.
No, they're doing the C470.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
That always sucks for construction, by
Yeah.
the way. Finding
they've
bones,
been-
everything stops. You're like, fuck, our schedule's all shot.
Well,
yeah.
they've been
Oh,
like
shit.
doing that shit forever.
For years.
Yeah.
But anyway, this comes from denverpost.com. Apparently, these bones are 68 million years old. How do they know that?
It's really not that old.
Carbon dating, man.
That's so old. Fuck.
Carbon
Fuck, that's so
dating.
cool. So in Colorado, we've found Triceratops bones. Didn't we find some Rex bones here too?
Oh, probably a lot of bones, I would assume.
Well,
Over the years, I
we
don't
found a lot of bones, and then we found a lot of oil,
A lot of-
which is
kind of like
dinosaurs.
bones.
Fossil fuels, bro.
I guess they don't know for sure if it's a Triceratops.
No.
But the archaeologist that was on the scene says that it is an absolute possibility. That
An
No, no.
absolute
this is-
possibility.
this is funny. It's an
Absolutely, maybe.
absolute possibility. It could be a
What the
Triceratops.
shit?
Or
is the quote.
it could be,
100% of the time, that's true. 70% of the time.
or it could be a Sex Panther.
Oh, did those exist back then?
Yeah, it was called Saber-Tooth Tiger. Read a fucking book.
I'm gonna. When somebody tells me to do something, I will absolutely probably do that.
Oh, man.
guarantee I'll likely do that.
Oh,
I hope-
man.
I hope that they put this Triceratops in the museum here. You
I
think they'll
hope
do
it's
it? Do they
cool.
do that? Do they
Yeah.
put bones in like?
Well, I mean, not really. Not if it's not a complete constructed
I guess
skeleton.
that's true. It
And
has to
actually, a
be
lot of shit
whole
museums aren't even
skeleton.
real. They just make
That's
skeletons,
true.
You know,
That's true. Well, they make replicas or whatever.
but
Well,
they store bones for whatever reasons.
I hope they do like a
Science.
Han Solo type, where he's just some carbon.
carbonite, the carbonite triceratops.
Carbon
there
Solo.
you go, bro.
Some rich guy with
The-
Elon Musk will have it hanging in his living room.
dude, I
He
forget.
probably already has
I forget
dinosaur
what
bones.
celebrity it was great. They were
Probably.
like,
Doesn't
were-
Nicolas Cage have dinosaur bones?
Who was it? Somebody said that they got all fucked up, and then
it up.
I'm pretty sure he does.
somebody
look it
was-
up.
somebody's all salty because they got all fucked up and hung out with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they bought a T-Rex skull from him for like $3 million. Hold on.
I bet it was Nick Cage.
Here we go. Nicolas Cage once blew 150 million on a private island and a dinosaur skull.
Fuck yeah,
There you
Nick
go.
Cage.
There you go. That's who it is,
See, I hate that I'm not partying with Nick Cage
dude.
on the daily.
He's the
Come on, you
best.
know he's like, yeah, that's good use of money. I'm gonna buy an island and a dinosaur skeleton.
Oh my god. So let's see.
Too much money. How much did Con Air pay you, dude?
He's like, but hey, it's me, Cameron Poe. I'm
And
just trying to get home to
and
my
then he did,
daughter.
and then he didn't pay his taxes or something.
No, he just didn't pay his taxes, and they're like, all right, you can either go to jail or you can make 75 straight to video.
You know, here's a
Movies.
tangent.
No shit.
Here's a way tangent.
Okay.
As far as not paying his taxes,
Wesley
it's
Snipes.
Nicolas Cage. He
Oh.
doesn't pay his fucking taxes. Somebody else does his taxes. So I always feel bad when these celebrities get like Wesley Snipes got to. It's like they don't do their own taxes.
Well, Wesley Snipes is trying to like
Somebody
funnel
else-
it through like all these shell
Oh,
companies
was
and
he?
shit.
Yeah.
So he was literally doing that. Okay,
He was pulling some fraudulent shit.
most of these rich
But
ass
yeah,
fuckers have
I
somebody
agree.
else in
Why
charge
aren't
of
they
that shit.
paying someone? But yeah, so
Still liable for it though. 'cause it's-
Cage once outbid fellow actor Leo DiCaprio for a 70 million year old dinosaur skull.
So everything just came and connected perfectly on that.
The
whole story.
$276,000 artifact turned out to be stolen, however, and Cage had to return it
What?
to the Mongolian government.
I'm like, fuck,
I never knew that part of this story.
goddamn Mongolians.
Was he out of the money, or wonder if it was insured, or what?
I bet he was out of the money, dude. I bet he spent all that money on that fucking
I'd
skull.
be pissed. I'd
and
be
have to
hiring
just
some
Give it
mercenaries.
right-
to whoever sold
I
it
would
to
go.
him.
I would go and murder some people and be like, tough shit, dude. Not
Oh
man.
my god.
you're not retrieving this shit on my private island. Diplomatic immunity.
I bet it was Moloch.
On my own government.
Have
You
my
can't
own
take
government.
this.
You can't take this. It's like when Kim Jong Un goes and meets with President Trump.
He definitely bought that from a supervillain that was like needing more cash to build a moon ray.
Oh man. Poor Nick Cage. Well, anyway, congrats to the people on C470 for finding the Triceratops bones. I hope that they get a full set and we can see it at the Denver Museum at some point in time. That would be super tight.
Yep.
Collected the whole set.
For now, I think that's the end of our news segment. We are going to take a break. I have to clean the sticky Red Bull off my foot because I just spilled my Red Bull everywhere.
Get a mess in here
Good job,
tonight.
bro.
And yeah.
Take
But-
a bow.
But we're going to be back here in a couple minutes. I'm going to play some songs off the TMA playlist, which you can find on Spotify. Just search TMA playlist.
That Mac ass.
This first song that's playing is by the band The Scars Heal in Time. Originally set in Houston. They now live in LA. They were on the show about a year and a half ago. You can go check out that interview. Just search for the TMA classic episodes on SoundCloud
Do it.
and iTunes.
Make all your dreams come true.
We'll be right back with the Twist Modern podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Should have went to.
me deep into the bone. I've never felt so damn alone. I swore you cared, but it's hard to remember. I'm really trying, but it hurts more than ever. It cuts me deep into the bone. I've never felt so damn alone. Lately, I get this sinking feeling that nothing can give me meaning. Wish I was someone else. Save me, somebody come and help me. I need a fucking heartache to save me from myself.
We grew up in a town just big enough to get lost in. 18-year-olds going on 29. Just barely finished school, head down to our shoulder blades. Was the day the old man, he wouldn't complain. All right, boys! I wore a different Kiss t-shirt every day, yeah. Looking for trouble and growing up along the way. Friday night couldn't come yet fast enough. But they were just looking for some guys like us. Whoa, baptized by the radio. Yeah, we didn't get caught, I don't know. Look how far we've come. I never thought it'd be the other side, but damn, that's the closest thing to heaven I've ever found. We cruise the square all night long or hang out at the parking lot. 7 minutes open, it's time to stop. And now there's been so many nights in my life. Not sure I could even stand on my own and not that I never even made it all. But we cried to the Lord and He replied, help is on the way. And we cried to the Lord and He replied, help is on the way. Baptized by the radio. How we didn't get caught, I don't know. Whoa, baptized by the radio. How we didn't get caught, I don't know. Look how far we've come. I never thought I'd see the other side, but then that's the closest thing to heaven I've ever found. Look how far we've come. I never thought I'd see the other side, but then that's the closest thing to heaven I've ever found. Floating along at the break of dawn, scratching the surface and moving on. The others surround me, but not for long. They go in the same way, but I don't belong. So I'm moving on, crossing the 7 seas into easy. My only compass is the feeling that me. Believing that I'm not just running the sea. No, I'm not too ready to get brave. They're forcing my hand as I'm crashing in, lifting up stones from deep within. Give me a break, go forward waters. I don't let in and you cannot swim. We'll never see the end. So take a breath, my friend. Crossing the 7 seas into easy. My only compass is the feeling that me. Believing that I'm not just running the sea. No, I'm not too renegade brave. Either sink or you float. So hold on tight to the lifeboat. I'm tired of playing it safe. So get up or get out of my way. I'm a renegade. You either sink or you float. So hold on tight to the lifeboat. I'm tired of playing it safe. So get up or get out of my way. I'm a renegade. So now I'm moving on, crossing the 7 seas, isn't easy. My only compass is the feeling that me. Believing that I'm not just running the sea. No, I'm not too ready to wait. Flowing forever.
5. I'm alone with you on my mind, but I don't mind the night when I stop and think of the times. Stop and think of the starlight behind me has got to go out. Will you see me now? Because this is the last time we look in the mirror and see our face. Friend, there's an which I will lead you down again. What's more, I'll guide your hand, but I won't always be there for you. You can't believe that I thought I was alone. We're not on our own. I am playing games with myself here. I could win or lose. It always feels like hell. I need to focus on the show of life that's flashing by, and I could win or lose. I think I'm searching for you. I think I'm searching for a friend. There is an open road ahead, which I will lead you down again. Once more I'll guide your hand, and I will always be there for you. crying out to you, and I'm 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 crying out to you. When there's an open road ahead, you down again. Fall by your hand, and I will always be there for you. Hey! I can win or lose. Yeah, 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 win or lose. Yeah, I could win or lose. Can you hear her? Silence screaming in the shallow breath she's breathing. Give me all your troubles, give me all your worries. I'll take them and I'll hold on to them for you. I will lend you my ear every day of the year. My door is open to you. Do you wake up in the morning and then it strikes you without warning? You want to stand up and run, but you're paralyzed. Your blood is rushing, your heart is racing. I see it in your eyes. I will lend you my
open to you. I will lend you my ear every day of the year, and I'll hold on to you too. And I can't see the whole world is crashing down around you, and I know it brings you down. It can't seem like you are left all alone, but I'll always be around. Can you hear her silent screaming in the shallow breaths that she's breathing? Give me all your troubles, give me all your worries. I'll take them and I'll hold on to them for you. I will lend you my ear every day of the year. My door is open to you. I will lend you my ear every day of the year, and I'll hold on to you too. Maps and dreams of one-way tickets to the borders of me and you. Through a federation crumbling as hard unadulterated sovereignty. So I killed one dream, then conquer the next one. Killed one dream, then conquer the next one. I needed Northwest, you needed Los Angeles. Hope the evergreen buds are treating you right, and the 405 isn't wasting away your life. Suffering and sacrifice, see it all begin for the night. I'm leaving you in the shadow of the shrine. Declarations permeate
It would be a
these
paradox
pages
loop.
of expedition seeking scattered truth.
Hello and welcome back to the Twist My Arm podcast. We're hanging out tonight. It's a Wednesday. It is July 3rd. It's the day before 4th of July.
I just want to
Yay.
let everybody know that tomorrow will no longer be recognized as an American holiday. Be the holiday that recognized for the day we don't go quietly into the night.
That was a terrible rendition of that
Ah.
speech. It was awful.
Shut the
It
fuck
was
up.
awful.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody knew what it was
You
about.
can't do Bill Pullman.
I don't
Sorry.
care. I don't care.
It just doesn't
I
happen.
don't care. I saw that shit in theaters. It was fine.
That movie was great.
It was great.
You know what we're talking about, Disney?
What?
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not all of us
Ah,
are trying to memorize
nice
every line of the Bill Pullman speech. Okay. You're like, I prepared.
I actually, so
July 4th every single time.
when I worked at home here,
You
I was-
memorized the whole entire
No,
thing.
I was working on the 4th of July.
And you were you hopped on the counter and were like, we will not go quietly into the night.
No, I hopped onto the intercom like right before we opened.
We
And
were facing
I did the
annihilation.
entire speech for the Independence Day thing, like over the intercom. It was
All
a
right.
good time.
I need this played right now on the.
The
I need the
the
audio.
Bill Pullman speech.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't even care if we get sued or have to take it down.
Oh, you don't care if we get sued? You're gonna pay for it?
No, because it's an LLC, so those bankrupt the LLC.
Oh my god! I don't think I want to do this, but I'm gonna do this.
What's
Here,
happening?
I got you, bro. I got you. Hang on.
We just all pulling up Bill Pullman
Um,
audio clips.
I will.
Yeah, no,
I will
we got it.
shame
We
Bill
got it right
Pullman
here.
if I get sued for this. So I'll be like, "Are you for real, bro? I'm just trying to just be American." And here it is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want this to be the intro to when I come
In
out.
less than an hour,
Lone Star.
aircraft from here will join others from around the world,
Pyrotechnics exploding.
and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for
Every
all
year.
of us today.
I'm gonna cry.
We can't be
Somebody
consumed by
cut
our
that
petty
straight out.
differences anymore.
You probably cried when Randy Quaid
We
died.
will be
Spoiler
united
alert if
in our
anybody hasn't
common
seen the
interest.
movie.
Perhaps
You're like, oh shit.
say that today is the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July,
Cried when his
bro.
career died.
You will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution,
From Annihilation.
but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live,
Let's do it, Bill
to
Pullman.
exist.
Fuck yeah.
Should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're
Fuck
going
yeah,
to
dude.
live on.
Love this shit. Best part.
We're going to survive.
4th of July. Let's do it.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Fuck yeah. Your shit, Bill. There you go.
Yes, that is quite the speech for
Dude.
sure.
That's a must every year on 4th of July. Like, how do you not watch Independence Day? Like, that's the movie that you watch. It's like Die Hard at Christmas time.
I've
You're
not
just
watched
like,
Independence
okay.
Day in 20 years.
Bro.
I mean,
How do you not
it's a
do
good
it?
one. It's a good one.
But
But
dated.
It's one of those things
you're
where
absolutely
it's,
right. It is dated. for
yeah,
sure.
but the thing about it is it's like a Christmas movie, like where I'm like, I'm gonna watch Christmas Story like every single year.
Now the,
You're just gonna shoot your
the
eye.
sequel.
That's a great. No, it's terrible.
That
It's
was-
fucking
that was
terrible.
disappointing.
That movie was awful.
This is heartbreaking.
Well,
All right, what
we
got?
are back from our break, so we're gonna just kind of.
Quick twist. Quick twist. Quick twist is a nitpick shit fit on a topic we can cover quick. One topic per host, be it praise or roast. Send any topic suggestions to our Facebook page. And now for this week's quick twist.
All right, I'll start with our quick twist this week. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was the Coheed and Cambria show that I went to. Holy good Lord Almighty! Coheed and
it
Cambria
good?
played at Fillmore June
13.
13th. It was a while ago. God, it's been a while since we were on the show. But it was one of the best shows that I've ever been to in my life. And if anyone out there, I'm going to make this real short and sweet. If anyone out there has the opportunity to go see Coheed and Cambria, do it. Have you guys seen Coheed?
Yes.
Oh yeah, many times. Many times.
Wow.
Dating clear
Great
back to the
times.
Ranch Bowl
To the Ranch Bowl.
in Omaha.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's nobody knows about that shit.
They used to always open for when we were discovering
New
those
bands.
bands like Thrice and stuff like right when they were first coming out. And Finch, Coheed was always the opener, you know. And it was like, did you see that opening band? The guy with the high voice and the afro? That was so good, yeah. And then we'd go
That's so
to other
funny.
towns, and they were always the opening band for like whatever band we were seeing.
And now they're like the headlining.
Yeah, and just-
amazing.
they're amazing.
They did. Oh man, their set was a lot of new songs. So for me, it was just a little underwhelming, but
Yeah.
I still love every second of it because especially with that kind of band, the fan interaction is incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I cheated, so I went and looked at their set list. Like I knew what they were going to be playing, and so I knew that I wasn't going to be like too involved with the set, not as much as I was like with previous sets that I've seen of theirs. So I went and sat at the balcony
All
area.
bummed out. He was like,
No, I wasn't bummed out, but at the Fillmore, like if you've ever been to the Fillmore in Denver, I do like the balcony
Yeah,
section.
hell yeah.
Because you get to see everything. You get to see the whole band, the whole light show.
And it's dark, and people bring you drugs.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Sorry, cut that part
actually,
out.
let's talk about that for a second because I wish I had a video that I could play over this. But there was this chick that me and it was my friend Annie. She's never been on the show. She's got to come on the show sometime. Annie, if you're watching, come on
Never
the
been
show.
on this show.
you
No,
gotta,
I know, right? It's weird.
It's
we
weird.
changed the name and changed the location to protect everybody involved in the story.
So we're watching the show
Next
up
on
in the balcony on the Fillmore, and there's this lady that comes up. I don't don't know if she was a lady. I feel like ladies are between their 40s and 50s, but like this girl was probably like 25, and she was fucked up, like more fucked up than anyone at that entire show. Like I swear to God, and she was dancing. It was. I wish I would have gotten a video because it would have been great for the Wook Hunting Association on Facebook. Because this girl was a complete Wook. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she was just really drunk or something. But
Yeah, like I don't know because I can smell my own.
she had no idea what was going on. She was just dancing, across the balcony. Not in one spot, but like going from one side of the balcony to the other and doing these crazy like hippie dance
She was trying to put a
moves.
spell on the
And
ground.
like
Man,
it was
I
just
love people like that.
She's like, bro, just get
It
into
was
the
very
energy,
interesting.
man. Macaroni necklace, Trey Anastasio, 700 million time solo.
That's kind of what it was. But it was an amazing show, to say the least. It's always great seeing Coheed and Cambria.
Dude.
Drugged out ladies aside, it was a lot of fun. So if they're still on tour for I think another month, so if you're in a city that they are traveling through, go check that shit out.
You know what I like about that show?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go because of money and stuff, but I had so many friends go to that show. But what I like about it was I'm between here and that show played in either Omaha or somewhere near it. Also, so I had a lot of friends.
It did play in Omaha,
But I had a bunch of friends refer to it as the Coheed and Cambria show.
Mhm.
I had a bunch of friends refer to it as the Mastodon show.
Yep.
And I have a big group of friends that refer to the Every Time I Die show. It's like, what a fucking stacked lineup. And a lot of people are just fans of maybe one of those bands. I happen to love all three.
It
But,
was I mean,
I just,
I did get to see all three
all
bands.
three are a band that people went there specifically for. you know,
Josh
it's really weird.
cried. More
Well, no, I mean
tears.
it's funny because you could see the crowds leaving.
Yeah,
You know what
I'm
I mean?
sure. I'm
Like-
sure there was some transition.
Like
'cause
after Every Time I Die, a huge group of people left.
Yeah.
And then
that's a
bunch of
lot more
people-
aggressive than
right, and then a bunch of people came in from the outside to
Right.
fill in those spots. From the Every
Exactly.
Time I Die people, and then once Mastodon was done, a bunch of people left, and then a bunch.
I
Of
wish.
people came in
I
from
wish there was
outside,
a
so
ticket
it was-
share system.
Right,
Like
where
you could split
just-
a ticket and hand it off.
Oh,
like
that'd be-
it's like I just want
God,
to see
let's-
one band and
How has that not been made yet?
I don't
Can
know.
we make this?
No,
Like, is
they're
that a
gonna
make
thing?
that.
No, they're gonna kill it for all it's worth.
No.
Because then everybody has to live in a $5 million house.
they sell
So-
3 times the tickets.
Come on.
They got 3
That's
different-
true. That's true.
Be like, no, you can't just pair up on a concert ticket. Be like, fine, it's $400.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's one of my quick twists. I'll just end it at that. It was a great show.
Yeah.
If you can go see Coheed and Cambria anytime, like even after this tour, like just go see them. They are this generation's Rush, hands down. If you like
Okay.
Rush, you'll like Coheed, guaranteed, promise. Evan, what you got for quick twist?
So, in direct quick twist to that,
The weed chocolates are kicking in.
no. So I was at
I won't tell
Zed
anybody.
at Red Rocks while the Coheed show was going on.
You were at what?
Zed.
What's Zed?
That's
No.
dead, baby.
No, not Zed. Zed.
I don't know.
No,
That's what I was
Zed.
thinking from
Oh.
Pulp Fiction. Right?
No, there's that
That is Zed.
producer.
Zed's
producer.
dead, baby. The
Producer.
producer.
Yeah.
Like, you know a producer? He was at the Red Rocks. There was
How
a
do
producer.
you not know who this guy is, bro?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Zed.
Zed, no. Disney, have you ever heard of Zed?
No, that's dead, baby. That's all I keep saying. I just keep saying that
Man.
quote. It's the only time I ever heard the word Zed.
There's people listening to this
Oh
going,
my
"How ignorant are you guys? How do you not know Zed?"
How
I'm
do you
old.
not? How
I'm
do
an
you?
old
oh
man.
my- how do you not know who this guy is?
What is he? He's a producer. So he makes music for other people. He signs people. He
No,
fronts
he
money to
basically-
movies. Like
no,
what?
he basically writes all of his own songs and then gets some people to come guest on them.
Okay, so he writes music and then has guest singers.
Yeah, he's like the
So-
biggest, one of the biggest DJ / producers out there right now,
So he's like Marshmallow.
but better. This guy used no.
I have no idea what anybody's
That's
No.
the only one that I know
Or
of.
Marshmallow.
That's like, that
Oh.
like has a bunch of guest singers
You
because
just-
he's been in
nah,
the news
you
lately.
just
But
hate on him, but anyways,
no, I seriously have no,
no.
idea.
But the
like-
cool thing about Zed is it's basically this guy. He's Russian and German, but he's classically trained, and he used to be in a death metal band as a drummer. Now
What
he's
death
a
metal
DJ.
band?
No, he's just like in some random.
No, but what band was he in?
He's not in like some big band. He's
You
from,
said
like,
he was in a
Hamburger.
Russian death metal band.
Yeah, no, he's in a.
Did they
German-
tour? Oh,
no.
German.
Yeah, it's like.
Did they tour?
It's
Just
like a
not-
high school band, bro.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
still,
So,
he's good though.
and it was at Red Rocks.
Yeah,
So, like,
And he
is it
debuted-
like an EDM kind of show?
yeah.
Ah, okay. See, that's why I don't know anything about it because I don't.
Nah,
don't
but
listen to the
but
EDM.
it's good
bro.
though. Like, it's like composing even classical music. Even if you have to do it with the computer, necessarily, if you write all the notes out and do all that shit, that's pretty.
No, I get it. I literally, I have a keyboard right here. I was writing some music earlier
Well, I
off of
need-
a keyboard
I
and
need
doing
you
that
to
sort of stuff.
be-
But
going back to the 7-minute opuses.
it's funny you said. Those of you that know me, you know that I write long songs.
No,
but-
it's just whenever Josh and I, like, through the years I've known each other, we always just like to throw some shows together or do some funny shit. But he just started writing all these songs that were really good, like 5.5 minutes long or like 6 minutes. I'm like, man, we're gonna start throwing some shows, which we started doing. But bro, I need you to only write 6-minute opuses. And I still have like the Boss recorder that has like a majority of them, dude.
those shows were weird because they'd be like, okay, you have a 25-minute set, and I'd have
You're like,
all
I feel
these
so
6-7-minute songs. So it'd be like 3 songs,
Thank you.
but they're all like, anyway. So you went to the show at Red Rocks, Zed. Did he have a bunch of guest people with him, or
No,
how
it
does that
was-
work out? Does he play like?
Nah, it's awesome because
And I'm about to start kind of mocking it. Does he hit play on his keyboard where it has the guest singer, quote unquote, sing over the music?
no, so I'll show you the actual video of it. It's actually pretty cool. He plays. No, it's good. It's cool, dude.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Disney, I'm sure you're with me on this, but it's hard for me to listen to EDM.
Oh, I mean, you know me. I'm the same. I don't like it at all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like it at all.
yeah, I don't know. It's just a kind of a type of music I'm not into.
And let me ask you this. So why don't you like it at all though? Like, what's your reasoning for?
For me, most of it's just repetitive. There's, I don't know, no vocals going on usually.
Well, we'll stop right there. So
Maybe
repetitive,
sample vocals.
but isn't there a lot of music that, I mean, me and you both listen to that you could consider repetitive, like
oh, definitely.
verse,
but-
chorus, bridge, chorus, end.
Yeah, but I'm
like,
like, that's different. It's
chords.
isn't it kind of the same
That's-
thing with EDM though? And I'm playing devil's advocate right here, but like with EDM, don't they have kind of the same? And maybe it's because the only EDM I've been introduced to is like Skrillex.
I guess
But-
shorter bursts. I mean, even stuff when I think of it goes on for a long time before anything.
Those like
happens.
for
I
like
don't know.
10 minutes.
I honestly haven't listened to a lot of it, so I'm not a good judge of it. But I don't know, just not my jam.
Are you more like me in the aspect where you respect instruments a little bit more? Or
It's
like
definitely a part of it.
or like when you
And I know
when-
sometimes the instrument hate it. Is that a word? A lot of times they'll bring like instruments into it,
instrumentation.
and then I've seen video of it too, and I might probably like that a little more, but
sure.
it'd still be more jam bandy then. And I don't like jam bands really either, but
Right.
you know,
that's a whole other
I like
topic.
song structure and lyrics, and I like
Okay.
package. I don't know.
I agree with that for
guitars.
sure. The whole and I can see where these EDM kids come from with like the thump, the like punchy in the chest sort of thing. Because I love it when I'm at a show. Let's say like
There you go.
who's singing though?
Gotta have that the other backing track, bro.
So it's a backing track.
Who the fuck's gonna go out there and sing half the time? That's like being like, oh, hip hop artists. Where's the rest of the band, bro?
This is where my problem lies, though, is that this dude is playing a backing track. So
For the
What-
vocals.
So what these kids are doing, they're paying $65 fucking to go to Red Rocks and listen to this guy's fucking track. when they could sit at home and spend $65 on drugs and alcohol and listen to the track on their nice surround sound system?
The guy actually performs though, and then has
What
a
does he
light
perform?
show. Goes and does all the fucking mixing.
He does all the mixing.
Yeah,
So he hits A, and then he hits B,
it's all right.
and then he
It's-
hits C,
It could be like saying,
and then he hits backing vocal track, right?
no. You could just be like, is this guy really playing any shit when he's too
Is
fucked
he
up?
though?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like,
Have you been at shows that you
That's what I'm
that
saying,
you
though,
played?
like-
Have you really been playing those? Because I've
any
seen
show that
I've
I've
seen a few where
any show that I've ever played, I have always played
where
the
I
instrument.
can't identify it. It's like, oh, I've seen a few.
Disney, have you ever had a backing track at a show that you've played?
Oh, hell no. I mean, samples are one thing.
That's for rich people.
Samples
bro.
are one thing, but especially I mean,
I'm changing the name of this episode to
or like even
twist my fuck your backing.
I'm not against backing
It's all right.
tracks if they're backing tracks.
Sorry, because
But
no,
if, but if
and,
you're sampling it, your main lead vocal track, that's kind of
and that's what I'm saying.
Weird
Like,
to me.
so here's a big problem I have with, and I'll go off of EDM artists and talk.
they have a
directly-
real
no,
person that sings the song, but they're not gonna have them come out.
but they're not on stage
so.
singing. Why don't they hire someone to come out on stage? It doesn't have to be the exact same
So are
person.
you gonna yell at Rage Against the
but-
Machine if they don't have Maynard go sing on the track that he's featured on?
No, but if someone
No,
else,
no,
if they
but
play a
you know,
recording of his voice.
That's
it'd
what
be
I'm saying.
lame.
If
They do that all
if-
the time.
why don't they
Rage
just have?
does?
Why don't they have
don't
the
exist.
bassist sing the fucking song? So here's what I'm
Oh
getting
my
at. So
gosh.
here's, and I'll
He's
even
gonna be like, well, let's get mad at Tom DeLonge because he doesn't even sing at all.
yeah,
on,
fuck that guy
on anything.
He used to sing all the time, but
No,
now
no,
he
he's
doesn't
just
sing
like,
shit.
"Whoa!"
So here we
He's
go.
been doing that for a
So
while.
I will talk about a band that I absolutely loved past tense.
Let's
Asking
hear it.
Alexandria.
Gosh,
You ever hear about this band? You remember this band?
Because they're garbage. I'm glad that you
So-
just moved on from them. I'm
No,
like,
They
thank
are
God. Thank God.
they are
So
very talented musically.
Terrible.
You can see like where they're the way they play the instruments. They're great at it.
Just
they're-
terrible.
they're
human
amazing.
beings, terrible people.
The one thing that
Not
makes
good.
me hate them is
Their whole way. of
I've
life.
seen them live 3 times, and I can count them because the third time was the charm where I stopped going to see them. But every time I saw them, okay, so it's like they'd be in the middle of a song, and they'd have, instead of having a keyboardist up on stage that would play like the little bit of techno beat that they have, or even just hit a button to have the backing track. Literally, I could
Oh.
see. No, stop it! I could see
Oh.
the guy at the
It would be
mixing
so
board.
much better with the back.
I could see the guy at the mixing board, and he hits play, and you could hear him turning up the fucking backing track.
Yeah.
This is why I hate that band now,
Hmm.
because every time I've seen them live, there's always some stupid backing track. I don't know
Hmm.
why you're doing that little thing,
Hmm.
because I'm about to bash your EDM artists that
It's
constantly
because
play
you're
backing
like,
tracks.
well,
No, it's the same situation. Like a metal band that comes out there and plays a backing track, fuck you straight up. Like you find someone to play your music
all
that
right,
you've
I want
written
you
in the
to
studio.
play every single piano song / guitar / bass, all the songs that you make, all at the same time.
And what I'm telling you is that if I need to, I will find people to play those instruments so it sounds the exact
And
same
go
that
on-
it does on the
and go on
record.
tour and pay all these people.
Yeah, sure. Why not? If I'm making the money, I will do it. I will take
But
the
what
time
if
to
you're
do it.
not?
If
You're
not,
struggling.
then no.
Then it'll be a bad show.
Then you're doing-
Exactly.
Then you're doing
MC
then
I
you're
gotta
doing
bring
a
up-
backing track.
I got to cut in with this. I've always struggled really hard, like with hip hop live. I've
Yes.
seen some amazing hip hop live, and
Sure.
I love it when it's good. But I've seen so much of it where it's like, hey, and it's a guy, and then they're just playing. Like MC Chris was so disappointing last time, and he's still doing it, touring, doing it. Like he just plays his track with the lead vocal cut out, and he just
Yep.
does the main and over it, and everything else is just there.
Yep.
It's like I know it's cheaper than bringing a DJ along and bringing a backup hype guy, whatever, like that to do the back and forth
Yell at
with.
that guy then.
But then I don't want to listen to your recorded fucking tracks and you just standing there like doing.
That's what I'm
one part of
saying.
it.
Like,
It's,
I
way less
I hate
entertaining.
that so much. And same with EDM artists. This is why I cannot go see them and respect them, is because anytime I see a video of them or some sort of live show of an EDM artist, even Skrillex someone that I love, Sonny Moore. That dude is great, but watching him live pisses me off because of the fact that he plays some fucking backing track instead of singing the vocals himself,
Well-
or having someone, a friend of his, even like even if I needed a backup singer, I would bring a friend of mine or roadie that could come out on stage and sing that backup. This dude Zed, you don't think he has a roadie, a merch
doesn't
girl
care.
that could come out
He-
and sing
he
that
writes all
fucking
the
part
songs.
for him? Come on,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Come on.
So
man.
Josh, if
I'm
I
gonna say it
if I
right
go
now.
on, if I go on,
No.
okay, challenge
No,
thrown
here we
down.
go.
So
Here.
if you want to throw a
Every-
show,
Getting
To-
high style in
To
here.
every
Nah.
EDM artist out there.
no, okay, so
Is that a
Josh,
segue?
I want you. Oh my god. I
This
want you
come-
to go and play every song they've ever written
That's
live by
that is
yourself.
besides
That'd be
the
awesome.
point.
By
You
yourself.
can't you
By
can't
yourself.
say that because I would find a band. If I were to play my music, just like with an old band that I played with, Acnaut, Disney was in that band. I had songs that I recorded that, yes,
Mm.
I had Disney, Mitch, and the other
Well, good news
bassists,
is
they
I'm
played the music with me,
well,
and that's
good
how it
news
went.
is I'm settling it now. I'm not even going to be at my performances, so that's great. This is the segue I'm running into. Of dude, I'm going to be a hologram.
I'm just getting
Or they have.
I'm
this
getting
new-
heated because I get tired of these EDM artists getting so much credit for doing nothing.
Hey, they still write the songs.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do. They write it within even the computer. Look at it. All of a sudden, Sonny Moore went from like a not very good musician to a good musician.
Did you ever hear Sonny Moore's music before he was Skrillex though?
Yeah, I have that album.
The Sonny Moore album where
Yeah.
he made techno tracks, but then when he went on tour, he had an actual band with him. He had 6 people up on
Hmm.
stage with him that would play timpani, that would play bass, that would play strings, that would play percussion, that would play horns, that would play all sorts of shit because he knew that that's the way that you get respected as a fucking artist.
Yeah, and then nobody did after that. After
He
the
did
whole-
Skrillex and he made a ton of money because
after
of
the
idiots that would
after
watch him
the
in
after the
Redbox.
artist, there was like, oh, he's like, cool, you guys, I blew up my vocal cords. You just don't want me anymore. That's cool. I'm gonna go and then just go on my computer, and make all his music with one computer, no other instruments, just a computer. And I'm gonna make $35 million a year rather than $35,000.
Well, there you go. And there's and there
he's
lies
like,
the problem.
he's like, Josh, here's my butthole, so you can just kiss it right now. He's like, oh, it's cool. Blow up my vocal cords, just try to go in and
Well-
another genre, and then he's like, all right, here's my assholes, so you can.
Well, there, like I said, therein lies the problem. Where, of course, Sonny Moore made a ton of money making Skrillex off of kids that
much
took
better band, much better band.
band. It wasn't a band,
Because it's just him.
Skrillex is not a
he's,
band.
He's just basically the
But-
whole thing. So
but we'll
that's
move
much
forward
better.
here. So
Much better.
he made a bunch of money off of kids that like to do drugs and go watch a light show. Let's call it as it is. It's a light show.
So you're telling me that Coheed doesn't use lights?
I'm telling. Oh,
Nope. It's
What?
mythical characters now, so no one is allowed to use lights at their show. You could be like, Josh, I'm sorry.
this is the what?
You're like, sorry, you can't have a light show or any sort of lights at your show. I'm like, what? So what does a light show
Now-
have to deal
Now
with?
I'm
You're
picturing.
the one that brought it up. You're like,
Now I'm picturing
light
Co-
show.
Coheed and
It's
Cambria.
just a light show. I was like, so I could say that for
Oh my
any
God.
any concert that you go to. So you're not gonna have any lights at the show.
So
So
all
they're
you,
gonna play in the dark, like Bob Dylan. I'm just saying.
I have an awesome imagery now of Coheed and Cambria just standing there on stage,
No
playing
lights.
their album with the lights going, and they're just standing there,
no lights,
which
bro.
obviously isn't what they do.
But but that's what you're saying. You're like, so it's just a light show. And
No.
I was like,
that is not what I'm
yeah,
saying.
you were saying
at
it's just
all.
like a light show. What if you take away the lights? What do you got?
Are you serious?
So you're
Are
saying-
you? Is that all you heard was light show?
Yeah.
That's all you heard out of everything that I just said was light show.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on.
We're moving
So
on.
the next part of the quick twist that I
We're
have
moving
today,
on.
I watched Jessica Jones on Netflix. Have you guys seen Jessica Jones?
Not the new season. I saw
I-
some of the
The
Yeah.
previous ones?
scattering of the last ones. Yeah.
You saw did you see the first one at least? Like the good one with the guy in the purple suit
The guy.
and
I don't know what
he
I saw.
had like the God, what was it? He had like the powers, the mental powers where he could control people and told them to kill themselves. Killing.
Oh yeah. I did. I know who you're talking
That
about.
first season.
I didn't see the whole season.
Never saw it.
I saw
That was
scattered episodes.
I think season 1 of Jessica Jones was probably on par with Daredevil season 1. Like it was one of the better Netflix Marvel series that they
I
had.
feel like you have a. That's when tragedy struck.
No,
Well,
well,
fell into a downward spiral. Not been good.
season 2 was a little weird, a little wonky, but season 3 I really, really enjoyed it. I think they brought it back to kind of old, not old because it's not really even that old, but like
Back in my day.
they went back to Jessica Jones being like a detective and trying to figure out a problem and solve a case. Like I really enjoyed season 3, and I'm kind of sad that they're canceling all the Marvel shows.
That's because they're like, fuck it. They had a good run. We're doing a whole different, like, new phase, new wave of that
Yeah.
shit on the Disney Plus app.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
Dude, that's
totally.
Why, that's
They're-
why it's no coincidence. They're like, oh man, the Punisher was pretty cool. All this shit was pretty cool. Dead, killed, over with. They're like, well, maybe if it's so cool, we'll bring it back. If they're like, 75 million people signed a petition
I think
to change the name of Fire
I think they could bring.
Spicy Boys.
I think they could bring a couple series back. Did you watch Punisher?
No, I keep hearing good things. That Jessica Jones. I didn't really hear good things about like Luke Cage or any of those.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist are so, but like Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones are actually really worth watching. Like
Can you
they're
take
they're
a blind guy
good series.
seriously though.
Totally. And that guy does a really good job as Daredevil. Charlie Cox is
So
his
like,
name.
hold on, let me touch your face so I can see what you look like.
No, not even a little bit. It's nothing stupid like that. There's no Ben Affleck dumb shit.
Damn.
The only two of those that I saw all of was Punisher, which was awesome. I really dug the Punisher. And then I saw all of Luke Cage, which I really loved the concept of the music cameos in that. But aside from that, it was just almost
Right.
laughable for me every time I'd watch it. I'm like, this is silly.
It was such a
The music cameos are neat though.
It was kind of a 70s crime show. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they should have had that
Shaft.
wow, wow, wow,
Totally.
wow.
Like Shaft.
Yeah, exactly.
But back to Jessica Jones, I didn't dislike it when I watched it, but I think I struggle with the character of Jessica Jones. She's just such a dick all the time, and it
She
drives me
really is.
nuts.
I
It's
think
like, and I'm not saying, listen to me over here, smile more. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like,
She's
she's
got
always just an
RBF,
asshole.
bro.
well, she in season 3 there was a lot more development with her character.
Hmm.
She wasn't. I mean, she was totally bitchy, of course, but
Hmm.
And I get that's part of her. She's,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know, it's off-putting
but she
after a while.
there's definitely some growth like in this season where it was really I don't know, man. Check it out. Watch it. I highly
I might.
recommend watching season 3.
Is that the last one? Is it done? Okay, I
yep.
figured.
This is actually the last.
They probably already bought that before they started canceling.
This is the
everything.
last Marvel series
For
for
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah,
Makes sense because Disney Plus is coming out.
later this year.
Fall.
Yeah,
Fe-
for
Feb-
sure.
Oh, fall. I thought it was the first of the year.
It's November.
Oh.
November something.
Well, shit.
Something.
That and then they have a shit ton of awesome Star Wars coming out of that. Obi-Wan, bunch of stuff.
That's all rumored.
Shut the fuck up. It's happening.
Everything in the Star
There's,
Wars. world.
They're
there's
just like they're
nothing-
like, oh man, people are. Thank you for whoever's viewing. Matthew,
it's
hola.
Michael.
It
or
was a
Matthew, sorry,
mistake.
Matthew. Hello, Matthew. And I saw your
Message
re-
retracted.
retracted message, and I thank you for agreeing with me on the bullshit EDM. That
No,
everyone
it's not,
says
it's,
to
not,
okay.
it's not revert to that. That was a
okay.
miserable half hour.
Gosh, Josh
So-
is like,
I got yours
you
to go
can only. He's like, you can only like one type of music ever.
So
It is Billy Ray Cyrus.
I know that you had another quick twist, Evan. It
I don't
was
know. I guess
World Cup soccer.
unless you get repressed.
Oh my god!
I'm
shut
just
up.
yeah, awesome. Like, who doesn't love when America just goes and kills
USA,
everybody?
USA,
Dude, I've been
USA,
getting all
USA.
pumped, like waking up and going. I do this every year, like every time they have the World Cup, because it's just so awesome, no matter what. Especially when like Team USA, like the men, they're just fucking terrible, horrible, horrible. They lose qualifying matches to like teams we should not lose, but like Team USA women's, they just go and kill it. Like it's like basically like Germany and like Brazil or Spain or anybody respectable in like the men's, and then you have like our women team just fucking kills it, and then you have the men's are like, yeah, you're like 50th in the world or like some garbage. Yeah. Dude, the women have been killing it.
They're in the finals now, right?
Yeah.
So who are they playing? The Netherlands?
Yeah, they're playing Netherlands. They went. Oh, dude, it was
Their
awesome.
biggest challenge was France, right?
Well, yeah,
Like
they
that
played
was the
France,
best one.
who's the
the best
hosting
team.
country.
Oh,
And then they had England, and then we didn't have what's her name, Megan. Oh, what the hell is her name? She's like our best player.
Rapidor.
Rapa Nui. I don't know.
Because it's almost large with us again. Fucking done, bitch. The most. I'd be like, we won the greatest battle ever in the Revolutionary War. We threw that tea out.
Oh my.
Huge. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna
There's
show them
a-
that. Dude, I fucking love it. Fuck them. They were trying to charge taxes. We were just like, fuck you.
What do you
There's people right now upset about the Boston Tea Party.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the gesture.
They're still mad.
So, yeah,
Like,
so
you know, it was like
at the end
how
of
many
the-
years ago?
at the end of
You weren't even
the-
alive.
At the end of the USA England matchup for the World Cup soccer, women's World Cup soccer, we won, and the girl that scored the final goal like went up and did this like drinking a teacup motion, like had her pinky out and was like drinking tea or whatever.
Dick.
Yeah,
Kinda funny,
exactly.
though.
Just trolling really
kinda
hard, and a bunch of people
English
over.
people with their tea, you know.
Oh man, they're so
Kinda
mad
funny.
over there.
So who cares? That was
Really?
like that
I mean,
was
it's
no.
that's like a little bit of a
No.
dick. I mean, like a little nudge of
we got
bad attitude. But come on, people talk shit all the
Oh
time. in
no,
sports.
no. The worst.
I hate shit talking. But
The worst was
it happens in
when
sports.
we kicked the shit out of and they were like, oh well, they're celebrating too much. I'm like, well, shit, man, you're not allowed to celebrate.
what else are you gonna do when you score 13 goals in a
Yeah,
soccer
right.
match?
They're like, it was disrespectful. I was like,
What are you
well,
gonna leave it for?
like, it's
Right.
not really anybody's fault. We put in our reserves and they kept scoring goals. Like, it's not our fault that we have like our first three levels are killing it for like the New York Yankees or like the Avalanche back in the day. But in soccer, like, what?
It is cool to see the women's soccer team go into the finals. I hope we win. It'll be super tight.
Otherwise, they're
I
not
don't
allowed back
care.
on the plane.
Yeah, Disney doesn't care, but
Carry the way. Nothing to do with me.
I again want to go into this next segment, and I just want to stop it. And that's right. Y'all kill me with this shit segment.
Agreement, and then it's just like,
Do not expect to get trolled for the
He's
next 3
like,
weeks.
oh shit, then the whole nother thing.
The next 3 episodes are going to be
Alright.
Twist My EDM War Part 1, Part
God.
2, Part 3.
Can't even just like a simple genre of music.
Oh, so I want to start with my first quick twist. Obviously, we talked about it, but my second quick twist, or not quick twist, Killing Me.
I'm
I'm
so
sorry.
confused
I'm
in
sorry.
Format.
Second, Killing Me,
Your format's weird.
and it's so funny. It happened like a week or 2 ago, but there was a bunch of Christians that went online
Gross.
and but they went online and they were really I honestly have no fucking idea why they were so offended about this whole situation, but they went online and petitioned to Netflix to cancel Amazon Prime's Good Omens. So
To like, just
So
please,
awesome.
just throw any amount of money at it. Netflix, just kill the show. Damn it!
not even our show. Yeah. Did you? So to all the Christians out there,
Man, as a nurse,
What
did
did
you
you-
do research?
did
It's
you
hilarious.
did you see the tweet that Amazon had to Netflix?
No.
The response to the whole thing was, "Hey Netflix, we'll cancel Stranger Things if you cancel Good Omens."
Fuck no.
Fucking brilliant. Like,
Pretty
Terrible.
funny.
no, but that's the whole point of that joke is that Amazon doesn't control Stranger Things. It's fucking Netflix.
Well, no.
so-
The funniest thing is just be like,
Ah, idiots.
fucking stupid
Uh,
asses.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No, but for real, have you seen Good Omens, Vinny?
I haven't. I've read it. I have
It-
the book.
I was gonna say it's based off a graphic novel, or is it a comic?
It's a novel. It's actually Neil Gaiman's first novel he co-wrote.
Oh, Neil Gaiman.
It's
Wasn't that
from-
the dude that was supposed to? No, I'm thinking Neil Blomkamp.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Neil Gaiman's killing it right now though too, because American Gods is his.
That's right.
And
right.
he also I'll just go into it. He wrote some other things been getting, but he was most famous for the comic series Sandman. And
that's
I
tight.
just read that's now Netflix is now
What?
doing an actual, and that's a whole series. I mean, that was a lot of Sandman comics,
right.
Well, that's because
and that was his big thing, and I'm so excited about that.
Netflix is like, we're buying everything else up.
It's like buy all Neil Gaiman stuff. Like,
Well,
that's so
no,
rad.
they're trying because Disney's coming out. It's
Yep.
crazy.
That's cool. I mean,
He's my
I've-
favorite author too. So
I've heard that Good Omens is really good, both
great
in,
book.
in
I hope it's a good show.
story
Yeah.
form and on Amazon.
I need
So
Prime. I gotta
you
watch
need
it.
to- yeah.
Prime's great.
Do you have Prime, Evan?
Yeah.
You want
Sneaky
to
Pete.
you want to switch? Well, I'll trade you my Hulu for your Prime.
Nah, man, we don't ever share passwords or do anything like that. But anyways,
because I talk shit about EDM, I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know who you are anymore. You're like the drummer of REO Speedwagon. We don't know who you are. We're concerned.
Oh man. So anyway, to all the
I-
Christians out there that are trying to get Good Omens canceled.
Yo, killing me with this.
Evan, what you got for your
I-
killing me?
I have two of them, but I'm gonna, if I have to choose one, this is the greatest troll I've ever seen.
Okay.
So if you haven't, if you've been living under a rock, Scooter Braun is basically he's the manager of everybody that's huge right now, like Justin Bieber, all those teeny bopper people, like even Kanye West. So basically, long story short,
I
he
thought
goes,
Kanye was his own manager.
I thought Kanye was Jesus.
Yeah.
or something.
no. Besides walking on water, he
Is he
still
a
has somebody
Jedi?
that
Oh.
manages his finances. But anyways, this guy ended up going who Taylor Swift hates, and then they've been in for goes and buys the whole publishing company that owns her first like 5 albums.
Oh snap!
And just for $300 million, he's just bought like the independent record label that like owned all of her masters, everything. And it's just like, for $300 million, that's right. Fuck you. Bam.
So he owned all of her music now.
Dude, he owns like,
That's
Who is it
fucking
that
rad.
owned the Beatles? Wasn't it Michael Jackson?
yeah.
Yeah, he outbid Paul McCartney for it.
Yeah.
Like, what a dick!
No, I'm telling you.
And they
This,
used to be friends.
So is
They
this
did
the
a
same
fucking-
kind of situation where this dude just owns all of Taylor Swift's music?
yeah, dude. It's so awesome.
Man, what?
Is it awesome or is it more like
Yo, killing me with this.
because that's pretty fucked up?
The music
No.
industry is pretty fucked up.
So
Think
now
about
that
it.
they're going a very many, like a whole like Michael Jackson route where they're like, yeah, they could have bid for the music.
Oh wow.
If she would have ponied up the $300 million, she could have gotten all of her
I was gonna say,
shit.
did she have a shot to buy it? I mean, because
She has
But
like
she's gotta have some money.
She has $600 million, bro. Like, if she really wanted to, but I
think-
thought that was the ultimate troll move. Was like the one person. Like, I can imagine. I don't hate very many people in my life, but if I had somebody that I hated the most and they just came and bought all my music rights,
man.
my masters was like, what the?
You know, you think
How
she,
did this? How could this
How
slip
does this even
past me?
happen?
you think she would at least have enough money to outbid Shooter McGavin or whatever his name
Oh,
is?
dude, I just no. She probably did, but she was just too dumb to realize or
Yeah.
something. But the
Maybe
thing
she
about
got
it
shot,
is
huh?
just like
Man,
it's
that's
like
really sad for her. I feel
it's the
kinda
same.
bad for
It's
her.
the
Really
same
bad.
thing as like Paul McCartney. He has to pay Michael Jackson. So you want to play Hey Jude? You better pay me my fucking money. Like any Beatles album that you ever wrote anything on.
All
Yep,
that-
you're good. Anytime you play it live, you pay me a cut.
doesn't all that money go to Blanket now? Hey Blanket.
Yo, killing me with this.
Now they sold it, bro.
I think it's sad how many musicians don't own their music. I
I
mean,
know,
it's
right?
very normal, but
So
it's
sad.
just thinking of that on the big scale. Like, yeah, none of these famous people own
So-
their music. It's really
It's true.
That's
all
what
the local
Yeah.
musicians out there, make sure don't jump into a contract immediately. Make
it's
sure to
all
look
right.
that shit over, get a lawyer, and make sure that you own your music.
easy to
No.
say to someone,
Fuck.
hey, you want $5 million, Josh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy your songs from you. Do you want $5 million?
But like,
Okay.
do I still own the rights to that?
No, but you want $5 million? If this was a real conversation, you'd be like, fuck yeah, I want $5 million. Fuck those
You're
songs.
probably right.
No,
But like,
no, but I would have it at depreciation
But-
value.
but that's in your aspect. Like, if someone came to me and was like, "Hey, I want to buy one of your songs,"
Uh-huh.
okay, sure. But like in a whole catalog like that, where the dude just owns that whole album,
Mhm.
That's a little more on the.
No, it's like
I
No,
fucking
no.
hate
whole
you
catalog.
side.
No, it's either you're in or you're out, bro. No friends, just show. No show.
100% business right
Let's
there.
go.
Yeah, and I'd sell one song for a
No,
few mil.
what
I
about
guess, but
$5 million for the whole album?
Dude,
10 songs.
5 million for the whole album? I couldn't, dude, because if someone is offering me $5 million, I'd have to think
You-
on it. No, but listen,
you
hear
really
me
didn't
out.
take 5 million
Hear
for
me out. Hear me out on this. If someone comes to me and goes, I will offer you $5 million for those songs, I would instantly think, okay, this dude is willing to pay me $5 million for these songs. Why?
Well,
Why? They must be good. So I will invest my own money.
oh,
I will
man.
find a way to invest a few $1,000s into a good recording
or
and disperse that myself. Because if this dude is willing to pay me $5 million, think of how much I could get if and when and again.
now.
This is all hypothetical. This is all hypothetical.
obviously.
Well,
Stop,
yeah.
stop. So this is all, I would totally just take my chances on myself.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if this dude's willing to pay me $5 million, he's banking on the fact that he's going to make more than $5 million
Sure.
on one or two of these songs. So I would also bank on that fact.
Mm.
Well, you have fun with that. I would
Are
take
you
it in a heartbeat.
amening me right now?
I would take the money. You can have everything I've ever written. You can have all my band gear. You can have all my clothes. I will walk away naked with nothing. Thanks for the $5 million.
But what about? But what happens if?
I am successful. Career over.
What happens if
Write
that
new
5 mil?
songs.
What if he turns that 5 mil into 400 mil?
Then good for him. Good job,
Mm.
sir. I will love my 5 mil, and I'll just write a bunch of new shit to keep me busy.
I really.
That's me, though.
personally, I just think if someone's willing, to
I'm for
offer
sale,
me
by the
that much.
No, but what
America.
if I said $5 million for 12 songs? You have 2 minutes to think about it, and then the 2 minutes are up. What are you gonna do?
No,
Good, because then I'd say, awesome. I was hoping you'd say
because I'm
that.
gonna steal him anyway, bitch.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and offer you 25,000.
25,000.
Otherwise, I'm gonna go and just have somebody just go play at studio session and have 2 notes off, and then I'll just
Yeah, they'll call
I'll
it
be
a
like,
song.
it's mine. It's mine.
Yeah, but that
Dude, isn't
there's
that horrible?
complications in
Isn't
that
that
too,
horrible?
and it's true
Because
that
people
that
actually
shit totally
do that.
happens.
People do that. That's
Oh, yeah.
the fucked up thing. Where like,
it's so fucked.
that's where you got to be careful if you're sending
Thanks,
your
Matthew. You have a good 4th as well.
piece.
You're right though. It's in people. They do that. I mean, look at Vanilla Ice. He totally jacked that fucking song. Like,
No, theirs goes ding 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 ding. Mine goes ding 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 ding. Shh. Totally different. That shh is what sets us apart.
Mhm.
Or ninja, rap.
I really,
go, ninja.
I really like the discussions we've had tonight, and especially about music and this sort of thing. This has
I
been
know.
a really good time.
We're there's been some hate.
I just hate music now.
So
I felt like that movie was the Swing Kids, where I'm just gonna get beaten for
oh
my
my god.
for my.
No, dude, like we had a heated discussion, but it was a good time. This is why we do this. It's a fun time. So I do want to end it at this though. We are at the 2-hour mark. So
You're killing me.
do you have a killing me?
Damn.
Disney?
I have 2 very short
Holy
ones.
shit! I didn't. You told me on the break
I
you
had
didn't have
nothing,
anything
but I-
to like contribute.
I
So
do now. They're really tiny, and they're only focused at an individual that I don't know. 2 different individuals
He's like,
that just said a dumb thing.
okay,
So they're really easy.
okay.
One, I've heard it before. Somebody was whining about some disturbed guy is at like some odds with Roger Waters over
Okay.
political shit right now, and it's
Okay.
hilarious
Okay.
to me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love Roger Waters. Anyway, there's always that one fucking asshole who comments to Roger Waters like, "I love your music. Just leave the politics out of it." I'm like, do you even know who Roger Waters is? His entire career is
Didn't
political.
he write the
Right.
wall?
yeah.
Anyway, that just blows my mind when people are. Anyway,
Internet commenters that have no idea what they're talking about.
Yo, killing me with this.
and the second one was triggered earlier when we were talking about the Little Mermaid, where somebody
Damn.
I was looking at these cool I was looking at these cool promo shots for the Lion King,
Okay.
and some
Oh,
ignorant
wow.
Animals.
some ignorant piece of shit goes like, it's like, why do all the actors have to be black? It's, dude,
In
it's the Lion
Africa.
King. It's in Africa. What the fuck, you racist ass? Anyway,
Yo, killing me with this.
Man.
yeah. Fuck
Why
that.
is it?
Also, who
That's
the
all.
fuck cares?
I know. It's so dumb.
Like, That's the thing with
Internet
the Little Mermaid.
people.
People are so mad about the Little Mermaid getting cast as a black woman, and
Well,
who
yeah,
the fuck cares?
Right?
she went from looking from Wendy's to Beyonce, bro.
Yeah,
She
so
still stayed hot, but
I don't give a fuck.
But, you
like
know-
she's gonna swim around in the ocean and
No,
get
we're
taken
in-
down
we're
by
in a
Ursula, who's
no.
played by
hey,
who is Ursula being played by? Melissa McCarthy. So
no
like,
way.
Is that
That's,
true?
yeah,
Is
no,
that true?
seriously, Melissa
Dude, this
McCarthy
is-
is playing
no,
Ursula.
this
That's
is-
almost
this is fucking terrible.
too
I'm
much.
serious.
I did not
Hold
know
on.
that.
I'm double checking this.
Dude,
Who do we know
fact
it's
check
fat?
me.
Come on. That's just like
No way.
I don't
Go
know. That's
for
probably
it,
good
fact check
casting.
me.
That's probably good casting, but it still just kind of felt
but
too
seriously,
obvious.
like, who the fuck cares? It's
Evidently,
it's
some
a woman.
Haley
easily triggered bigots
Bailey.
do. It's
Haley
really
Bailey
stupid.
is playing Little Mermaid.
Haley Bailey.
Melissa McCarthy is playing Ursula.
Is her
Oh
name
my
Haley
gosh.
Bailey?
I
Am I
hate,
right?
I hate it. I hate it
See,
already.
he looked it up and
I
I'm
feel
right.
like it's gonna be terrible. There's no.
Podcast.
Oh, have you? Oh, listened.
If you haven't, you can find us on iTunes. You can find us on SoundCloud. You can watch us on all of our videos on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find some of our next watch party, which is going to be Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I'm getting hard. Anyway, so next week we're going to do our watch party for Empire. Please come join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We promise not to get as drunk as we did last time because we got
Why?
really drunk, but it was good. But we
Oh,
just
yeah.
need to make sure
I
that
felt
we
like it was.
I watched you
I
guys
felt
from
like it
afar.
was-
You guys were wasted.
No, I felt like it went off without a hitch.
it was fine.
There might have been
It
a
was
few
fine.
speed bumps that people hit, but
was
the
fine.
thing about it was everybody got home safely the next day.
It was fine.
You guys were a bunch of nerve herders.
Yes. So
No.
come join us next Wednesday. All of our episodes, we record them live on. We record them and we stream them live on YouTube on Wednesdays, and then I upload the actual episode on Mondays. Every Monday we have a new episode coming out. So as time goes on, we're gonna have more special guests. We're gonna have bands. We're gonna have more things with the
I
Twist
have
My Arm Network.
Some craziness.
Evan has some craziness coming up. So
Yep.
I want to thank everyone again for joining us on the Twist My Arm podcast. My name is Josh.
We
My
leave you tonight
name's
with some Skrillex. No, Disney.
And we're the Twist My Arm podcast. We are some script, but we're going to talk to you next week.
We're gonna leave you with Lionel Richie.
The Twist My Arm crew thanks you for listening to this episode of the Twist My Arm podcast. The Twist My Arm podcast theme song was written and performed by the Hot Dang Gang.